49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
working from the gun. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
To throw is Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Gets around him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray from midfield. Screen play to McAllister. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
What's the old adage, partner?
Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left.
And this one too low.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
On the draw, it's Wilson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson with a first down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo able to complete this one to McLeod. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. This is taken in by McBride. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A handoff to McAllister. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the give, McAllister with it. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go,
In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Garoppolo.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Murray off play action. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
2nd down and goal. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. This is Jennings.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Throwing
throwing is Lance on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball with a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
Able to haul it in as Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Connor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 72 yards rushing now for Connor and a first down. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus